See, I told you the plan was that a little stork would fly by your house and drop off your junk monkey in a basket. Do you see? I didn't lie, right? So that's the vibe we're going for here. Hey guys, it's Sonia. And I have a special guest with me today. Do you want to come over closer? Everybody say hello. The international mystery man. Come over. I can actually turn off the fan so they can hear you. Let me turn that down. We have been burning the candle at both ends, guys.
Hello.
Anybody know that voice? I don't know if you know that voice or not. Wait, what was the game show that used to be and be like, who is this person behind the... What was that?
Yeah, This Is Your Life or something.
Yeah, it'd be like, this is the person from your past from behind the screen, and they'd talk, and then the person would have to figure out who it was in their past life. So it is, of course, Matt here with me. I pulled him over. I'm like, come on. He was making monkey shine for us today. And I am not going to dispute Matt when he's like, I'm going to get in the kitchen. Matt is actually a chef by trade. So when I say that he is in the kitchen whipping up, he's got his apron on and everything. He's going at it. But with tonight's launch of Junk Monkey Paint, I know, I'm letting the cat out of the bag. Can you see or hear if anybody comes in?
Yeah.
Okay. So with tonight's launch, Martha, how are ya? Julie's on here of the 6 new paint colors tonight, just to test a little toe in the water. That's all it is, just to kind of see, if you guys are out there, if you're interested in having Junk Monkey Paint in your life, again, the furniture paint, of course. But today, Matt decided to whip up a bunch of monkey shine for us all, which means that tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, on our Etsy, if you just go to junkmonkeypaint.com, it'll take you right there, or I'm Junk Monkey Sonia on Etsy. You'll be able to see the paints, the waxes, a few little accessories to begin with, and also the monkey shine. So if you've wanted some monkey shine in your life, tonight will be the night, okay? So it's nice. Thank you, Matt, for making that for us.
You're very welcome.
To be able to have that, because I use monkey shine pretty much on every project. And as we go forward, if you follow, I'll show you some tricks that I've learned, or a specific trick especially that I've learned. And I'll share with you, right? Hey, Rhonda, Julie, Celeste on here. Lisa, did you get your package yet, friend? How are you? Hopefully you're good up there. Brenda, so this is what I'm doing right now. Tonight's launch is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is on Etsy. Etsy is wonderful in that it will figure it out. So no matter where you're watching from, if you see something, you see an active listing and you want something, it'll figure it out. It's all taken care of magically, and which is wonderful to be able to ship from a platform that can incorporate the world, right? So I love that. Let me think, what was I going to say? So here's where I am in the process right now. We've got all the paint made. It's all ready to go. Now I'm doing some listings today. So that is what you're going to see me do right now. I'm going to share with you the colors, but I also literally, this is what I'm doing because I need to do this for my Etsy listings. So who is ready to see? Robin, how are you? Christine and Kelly. All right. So these, of course, I showed you the labels. I showed you the new container that we decided to try. So this is 16 ounces. You get a lot of Junk Monkey. She's pretty heavy in there. By the way, Matt, I should add as well, since we're talking about the monkey in that particular area. So Matt, tell us a little bit about what you did with the Junk Monkey 2.0. We tried a few new things, right?
There's new stuff in it.
There's new stuff in it, okay?
It's all that
you
need to know.
You will have to pry him for all the information, okay? But there's new stuff into it.
It's still non-toxic. It's all the good things.
Yep.
It's
It's all the Junk Monkey that you love. Plus, we added a new feature, so it's kind of like a new bell and whistle. So I'm excited for you guys to dip your brush into the paint, because let's just say, how can we say it? The Junk Monkey, it's like we should have put a Junk Monkey on a surfer board. I think you guys are just going to really love the flow, the glide. And so anyhow, fresh new batch of Junk Monkey 2.0. Of course, this is the new container right here. Like I said, in my heart, it's a mason jar. Going back to grassroots again, making handmade paint here in small batches by us with love, with intention. So couldn't do that. But you know what? Instead of going with like, just a paint can and clips, let's just, make a nice little, I don't know, this just feels more organic to me. So I really like this. It feels less scary than a paint can with big silver clips. And so that's what I was going for. So this color is called Enchanted Forest. All right, and I'll show you one by one. So, well, you know what? I'll show them all for you, and then we'll do the colors. This one here, this is what it's going to look like. So I'm taking pictures today, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the actual colors, and I've got to put a seal onto them because you know when you do the seal, that's when you really see the true color of the paint, right? It really just pops back to life. And when you're working with a clay paint like ours, what happens, you'll see it's going to matte down, super matte when I go to distress it and to polish it. And then when I apply my top coat, my finish, in today's world, it's going to be Monkey Shine. You'll see what happens. So this is what this one looks like. This is Gray Moth. Very nice. Tammy's on from Arizona, from Phoenix, Arizona.
Sonia.
Yes. And then we have, of course, this is our Raven Wing. So this is going to be our black, like all the black furniture that you see behind me. This is our OG of a paint color called Black Velvet. We've just completely rebranded it and gave it a little boost. You know, sometimes you just got to dust things off. This is a color that I cannot wait to paint with, okay? I'm going to show you. I just painted some candlesticks. This is a color called Wild Iris. And if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will, okay? Do you feel the life? Do you feel the blood pumping through your veins? This color is called Starflower. All right, we're going to show you the power of the Starflower here in just a second. Yep. And then this one is called Lunar Eclipse. So I was saying yesterday, if you look at what happens during a lunar eclipse, that'll give you an indication of the color that is in this jar. So yeah, what do you guys think? Just a new vessel, a new container, something new. Of course, this is the experiment tonight. So we have put up we'll put up every color this evening. And I do have to go ahead and do a shrink wrap to it across the top. We'll do that as well. And then we'll probably bag our little containers as well. Yeah. So this will be the experiment tonight to make sure they travel well, to see how much interest there is in the paint. And then once we kind of, after 7 o'clock tonight, we'll see, you know, if people are grabbing it, if, you know, just kind of what the response is, and we'll know what we need to do from there.
Trying to store vans.
The crows? Yeah. We do have crows outside the shop. All right, so you ready to see the colors? Oh my gosh, I gotta turn the fan back on, guys, because I am sweating to death. Christy! All right, Matt said bye. Bye, Matt. We appreciate you. Matt's the rock. He's the man who makes it happen behind the scenes, and I am truly grateful for Matt. I was saying last week that we will be celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary in October, and we've been through it all. So, yeah, he's amazing. So thank you, Matt, for all you do. Tammy says, love the new colors. Okay, now you get to see them in person. So online as well, you saw me post a thing today that we're also, we also got my 5 favorite waxes. I posted a video this morning showing me just putting some on these little wooden books that I thrifted. So that's on there as well. You'll find these are like the 5 colors that regardless of like what I have in my stash, because there are so many, and we can add to them as time goes on if you guys really, really love playing with these waxes. But these are going to be like the 5 staples. So you can grab your paint, you can grab your wax as well, and your Monkey Shine. All right, shall I start with the iris? Because I really love that color so much. All right, so this is the label. Take it all in. Love it, love it, love it, right? So fun. And here she is, painted. What did I do with my wax? Oh. Matt, I need you. What did I do with my wax? Because I got to show you the wax. Oh, no. All right. Well, I'll show you what it looks like anyhow. Let me see what I got here. All right. This is Wild Iris. I put a splash of this on this wooden candle holder this morning. What do you think? So I'm getting ready to create my listings. And so this is what I need to do here. I'm trying to think where I put the wax. Where did I put the wax? Oh my gosh. All right. So what I'm going to do, so tell me if you want a really cool, fun purple. I think this is the perfect purple. It is not like, you know, one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater. Like it's not like, it's a very classy purple. It's almost like an indigo purple. It's a blue purple. I think it's perfect. So I'll bring it up close so you can see it. So all I'm doing right now is just putting a few little distress marks here and there. Barbara says, hey girlfriend, we're celebrating our 30th on the 26th of this month. That is wild, right? Time flies, man, when you're having fun. It really does. I'm just going to put a few little marks all over this. So what happens is when you're using, Matt's going to be like, I just made you monkey shine, and I don't know where you put it, friend. I think I left it out in the kitchen. I got to go find it. All right, you guys want to talk amongst yourself? Because you got to see it in action, right? You got to see what happens when you hydrate the monkey. Got to stay hydrated. So I'm going to disappear for like 2 seconds and try to think in my brain where I put it. I know where I put it. I see it. Okay. Whew. All right, Chris is averted. Just had to think for a second. Don't stress. Don't stress. All right, so you can kind of see it. So here's the difference, by the way, which you just reminded me. Thank you so much for doing that. That there are 2 different sand pads that I use, and I will share them with you guys as well. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to put the sand pads on the shop. Okay, so there's 2 kinds. One is a fine, one is a grabby, bitey, spicy pad. Okay, and so the grabby, spicy pad, she's gonna go. I'm going to eat it all up. Okay, it really knocks off the paint, which is great, just depending on how much distressing you want. But this girl here, she's a little more meek and mild, and she's like, we're just gonna gently go over things. So when you get a gentle pad, you can actually just, use it to just buff your paint, which makes it smoother. It helps it sit down without taking all the notches off of it. So you see the difference? So I will put those up. Good call, guys. Good call. All right, so there we go. Eventually, I will put these guys up as well. These are my fluffy bunny, my favorite fluffy bunny. I just call them that. I'm going to call them on Etsy my fluffy bunny brush, and nobody will buy it because they'll be like, what is that? If you know, you know. Okay, so I've got my junk monkey shine here. Do I have a brush? Yes. By the way, these are up as well. Julie says purple equals royalty. Yes, I agree. It's beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna grab a little bit of monkey shine and put on my brush, get my brush all saturated here because it was all dried out. The Shabby Trip brushes as well will be online to grab as well. And this is perfect. It's the natural hair is what you want when you apply your wax. So I use this to apply my monkey shine, and it helps me just get in all the places. And then I have a buffing cloth. The buffing cloths as well are online. You'll see everything magically appear at 7 o'clock. So, yeah. And by the way, since we're talking about it, I'm really excited as well because we worked really hard because in this day in life, what goes down in price? Does anything go down in price anymore? I don't think so. Well, you'll be happy to know that the Junk Monkey, the last time that you saw it, has gone down in price. So I'm happy to be able to contribute to the world something that did not go up in price. Can I just say that for a moment? Because, inflation happens and things happen. And anyhow, in my little space here, I'm doing my best to bring it back. And that has always been the mission, the motive, the goal of the Junk Monkey was to be, oh my God. I'm just going to sit here and look at this. I love you so much. I love you so much. Look at that. Tell me if you don't, Christy. I know. Christy's over there like, yes, I like it a lot. Oh, she's beautiful. So this is not, like I said, this is not your your purple nurple, purple people flying animal. This is not like your basic. This is your really pretty like indigo purple. Okay, she's your wild iris. She's beautiful. She's magical. She's a magical garden, just like that. So tell me if you love the first color here that I'm sharing with you today. But yeah, the Junk Monkey, actually, we rolled it back in price. How exciting is that? But yeah, that's what the Junk Monkey is all about, right? It's finding stuff. Like I found this thrifting with you guys, and I usually pay no more than $4.99 on average, sometimes $3.99, $2.99 on average for a candle holder, right? And so when you can flip it, you don't have to buy it new. And this is solid wood. This candle holder has sat out in my shop for a while. I left it as it was, regular wood, and it's probably been there, no lie, for a good year and a half. And nobody has purchased it as it is. And I'm like, have we gone back to the ways now? Or are we over that? Now we're ready for some color again. So these are the things and the trends that I pay attention to. But I left them as they were. Do you see that? Do you see the chippiness and the love? Do you see the love? I love that so much. But yeah, the whole thing of the junk monkey. If you don't know what a junk monkey is, we came up with the name for junk monkey because, well, number one, we actually used to collect junk, sock monkeys. So that was always a fun thing between me and Matt. But if you think about somebody who is like, like a grease monkey. They work with, they tinker around old vehicles, they bring things back to life. A junk monkey is somebody who brings typically old furniture products, things like that back to life, right? I don't need to go to some like big place and pay a ton of money for a new candle holder. I will be happy to go out. I will enjoy my little thrifting trip, and I will, just come back and I will tinker with it. And now I have a beautiful candle holder. Is that not gorgeous? So tell me if you love that purple, because we have so many more fun colors to get to. But this is the test tonight to see if, like I said, if people are wanting to get back into painting again, we'll definitely know how tonight goes. And then from there, if you love our saturated deep colors, because we have our own special process that we do with the paint and how we make the paint. So nobody has our recipe. And that's just beautiful. Like, I love the finish on that. Okay, so tell me if that is... Oh, you can't see it. You should have told me. You can't see it. So this is Purple Iris right here, and that's how she looks. Now, remember, friends, that when you're playing with this, that you have all these waxes as well. I'm going to do these and get them ready for the listing for tonight, but I won't put any waxes on it just yet because I want the picture just to show the color for people who are shopping, and it's like, I just want to see the color without like all kinds of bling bling on it, right? Oh, very nice. Savannah says very pretty. Okay, so I'll put them right back here. You know what? Let's see. Can I move my little basket, my little stork basket? All right, so which one do you want to see next? Tell me. Come on. Bring it. What do you want to see next? What do you want to see next? I'll do the one that's closest to me. How about this? It's called Starflower. If you look at the design on the label, it's very celestial. So this is a color. Reach for the stars, quite literally. And this is the beautiful color that it is. Oh, it is like dark, interstellar galaxy, dark night sky. So this is the color of the Starflower. Let me get my shabby chip brush and the monkey shine, and let's bring it to life. So again, like at one point we had our own wax brush. But I'm serious, as a junk monkey, you don't need all that stuff. You can just get the most basic tools, as long as it's made with a natural bristles, like it has just what you need to make it happen. But you don't need to pay $20+ for a brush. Like these will be listed tonight, and I think I have them listed at $1.25, and it does the job. And you don't scream like, you're like, oh my gosh, my stuff got ruined. No, this should be like relaxing and not, oh my gosh, I left the paintbrush out. Now I can't afford the house. We don't want that in our life, right? Hey, Michelle, and Candy's on here. Candy, how are ya? You like the look of the jars? Good. I went with something a little different this time. So again, tonight is the experiment. Everything will go out. I'll ship it. I'll pack it all over the weekend to go out. And the goal is that everything arrives alive. So all you do if you use the monkey shine is it goes on over your blue. Look at that pretty blue. Do you love that? This is a ceramic, so I don't really care what the candle holders are made of. All I know is I've got my junk monkey paint. It sticks to pretty much anything under the sun. I can dull it with some, with a heavy grit sand pad if I really want to. But I usually put, like, for these pieces, I did 2 coats. So really quick 2 coats. So I do 1 coat, and in my mind, it's like the primer. It's just like the monkey starts to give it a hug. And then once that dries, and in this heat, I'm going to tell you it dries pretty quick, I just put my 2nd coat on. There we go. Yes, I think so too, Barb. Yeah, she says, I love the new design. The jar should be easier than the cans. That's what I want it to go with. I just want it to be easy and smooth. And I mean, I know that paint cans are they're very industrial. And I wanted this to be much more easier, just to reach for your jar of paint and not have to deal with a big paint can. You know, I'm hoping they hold up okay. So like I said, this will be the test. But there you go. That right there, my friend, is your star flower. Tell me if you love your star flower. Christy says, I painted a van with it once. Christy, you used to dye shirts, everything. I remember. You are so creative. So tell me so far, do you love them both? Hopefully you can see them. So funny. You cannot keep a creative down, right? That's just what we do. All right, the next one's closest to me. This one's called Lunar Eclipse. All right, do you want to see what this one's like? So yeah, it's real easy because all you have to do is, then you could just open it like this here, and then you see the color inside, right? Ah, so pretty. So this one's called Lunar Eclipse. Really easy. So again, I'm going to shrink wrap these before I send them to you. And I'm also going to bag them separately just because we've never shipped this before. So we got to see how they do. But hopefully everything works well. And here is that color right here that is now dried. What do you think? Do you like it? Isn't it vibrant? Like so, it pops so good. So good. All right, so let's do a little distressing. This guy was a metal. I'm going to go with my heavy sand pad right now just to knock a bunch off because I know that underneath it there is a silver metal. Can you see that? The silver metal, right? And I want this to bite into it. So we use the bitey, the spicy sand pad that's got all the grit. And you don't have to overthink it because trust me, when you start distressing in perfect spots, everything starts to line up and it gets too perfect and it gets too weird and very unnatural. So just do it really, really quick. And now I'm going to go ahead and that's not the right one. There it is. We're going to go the soft and gentle. Okay. Soft and gentle. Yes, Chris. So it hits online tonight and I'm not sure if we're going to sell out tonight. Or what, I have no idea. So you can message me if you want through my Etsy and I'll tell you like if you're planning to come tomorrow or something like that. But will it be here in the shop? Yes, it will. So I am right now working on a whole furniture section. So every day will be my log of flipping furniture and then it's going to go straight into my storefront and then I'm going to sell it. And I'm going to flip furniture. I'm working on a goal right now to buy myself a home back where I'm from on the island. So I can spend time back home as well, right? And be a snowbird. I need to spend more time back home. I want to be able to go home and visit for a couple weeks at a time, not just once every 7 years or every 2 years, but rather I want a place to land and go up there, you know, maybe once every season. You know, like I was just up there in summer and now I want to go up in fall. I don't know if it's going to happen. I got a lot of things to get in order first. But would I like to go back up in winter? I sure would. Winter is an amazing time where I'm from. It's an island and, you know, minus the polar bears. But you can go ice fishing and snowshoeing and cross-country skiing. And it is an amazing place. Snowmobiling, all those things, right? So, but I want a place of my own. And I think it'd be beautiful to go up there and just have my own space. And of course I can vlog and share that with you guys as well. But, you know, that's the plan. So that's why I say, yes, it'll be my shop. So here it is now. Just kind of all mute it down, right? I put some distress marks into it. This is going to be on my listing. So that way people can kind of get an idea of, okay, what's this color look like? And so I took a picture of all these just as they are. And then once they're sealed, they pop back to life. So the monkey shine's gonna go on them. The monkey shine, we make it's our natural beeswax oil finish. And so what you do is you put it on. Woo! She's a spinny ballerina. And then you're gonna buff it off, right? Lisa says, no place like home. Nope, sure isn't. Sure isn't. Yeah, this trip back home was very much, like within me, it just like, wow, I have missed my home so much. And I went so long. And like I said, I haven't been home in 7 years just because so much stuff happened in the last few years. But since I just scratched that with the brush metal. But I just really, really want to get home and have a place back home. when you're young, you try to get away. As you get older, you know, you just have some thoughts about, you know, what's important to you, where you want to put your time, your focus, what's a priority for you. And yeah, so this is me right now going for the future. Hey, Paula, Kelly, how are ya? Lori K. All right, so there we go. So you can actually seal this with poly as well if you want, with our paint. Right now I'm just doing some monkey shine because these are just decorative, you know, they're just gonna sit and look pretty. But if you work with our paint, you can seal it with an oil or a water base. My recommendation is always gonna be a water-based. This is a water-based paint. Our products, you know, monkey shine is just a natural finish. But yeah, there we go. Isn't that pretty? So this color right here is called, maybe if I put it back here, you can really see it, lunar eclipse. How pretty is that? So during a lunar eclipse, yeah, the moon goes to a really like reddish, pinkish, orange kind of color. And so that is what we want it to do for that one. So there's 3 of them. All right, let's go to the next one. Who haven't you seen? You have not seen this one yet. The gray moth one. So, ta-da! It's like magic. So this is another, just a metal piece that I bought out thrifting. I really quickly put some of the gray moth over it. I know that there's a metal underneath it, so I'm going to distress it. This is what it looks like. Do you see how it has like little pieces right here? And it's normal for it if you've never used our paint before. If you smooth over it, it's gonna really mute, matte down. And it's a way for you to add some distressing and know what you've rubbed over, whether you're polishing or whether you're just trying to grab a bunch of paint off to it. So I want to do this one super distressed. I think it would be really cool to have all that on the edges. And when you use monkey shine as well, it gives you nice hands. Diane says, like Dorothy said in The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. Yep, absolutely. It's true. So anyway, I've just arrived at this place in my life where I just want more peace. I want family, community, and you know, I want to go where things feel good, feel right. When you go back home to a place like I'm from, which is like a bubble in the middle of nowhere, a rock, literally they call it the rock, in the middle of the North Atlantic, I did not realize how much peace it brought me and how much just, you know, chaotic energy I've had in my life. And when you are a creative entrepreneur and you work for yourself, especially in today's economy, you know, it's worrisome, it's scary, and you work a lot, you know, because you have a lot of bills and you have a lot of overhead, but there's no guarantees of sales. And I've always said that, like, you know, there are no reservations when you have a shop and you spend a lot. And that's why a lot of brick and mortar stores are going away. It's because it does cost a lot to keep them open, right? But you work a lot. And for the last few years, you guys might remember this winter I was talking about it, and we actually made a change. We have been open for 7 days a week for what, 3 years, 4 years, 3 years, I think, 3 and a bit. Can you imagine working 7 days a week for years? Like, I went home and I'm like, my God, I need a break. I need to do things easier. Like, this is way too much. This winter we changed and now we're closed on Mondays. So that's why you hear me talk about my day off being on Mondays. But you know, when you have a brick and mortar, yeah, that the bills are guaranteed. The people coming in are not. The people coming in are not. Yeah, if you're gonna have a brick and mortar in this day and age, you know, really be careful. Otherwise you can lose your livelihood, I mean your savings, anything that you've worked hard for. Can make you lose your mind. So if you do have small businesses that you love, support them. Support them. And I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of small businesses that have closed up and they are no more. And if you think the big companies are getting hit, what do you think the small companies are? So that's why I say, I went home this summer and I'm like, I have been working way too hard. I have been working way too hard. And, Yeah, I will no longer say yes to things that no longer serve me. I ask myself, does it give me energy or does it drain me? Is this something I really want to do or not? Because sometimes we say yes to things or we do stuff and, you know, we get ourselves into situations where we're like, wow, that was a whole... Sometimes you say yes to stuff and you don't even realize how much you're saying yes to. You know, you pay in other ways. You pay one way or another. So here I am at this juncture of my life. I am just looking at, you know, I just want to have a more meaningful, just quiet, calm, no chaos, doing what I love. Life is short. Life is very, very short. It's kind of scary short, isn't it? So do what you love. You can have a comeback. If there's something that you stepped away from, there's nothing to say that you can't come back to it. And it's the junk monkey paint, right? So, you know, investing and putting time and money and effort, you know, just kind of, that's why I've been on the last few weeks and asking you guys, you know, do you have any, is there any of you out there painting? Is this something that you'd like to see come back? I started doing it on a personal note. And sometimes I find that when I do it on a personal note, you realize there are more people out there that are like you. But this is one of the things that always brought me peace. You know, just working on your home, not breaking the bank, doing what you love. It feels good. It takes you away from the stresses of life. You're doing something with your hands. I'm somebody who likes to stay busy. I don't know about you. Probably the same way. Much like somebody gets into gardening or has hobbies like that. You know, they're just always doing those things. They love it, and it brings them much relief, lowers blood pressure, takes you away from the stresses of life. I would rather be doing this than watching the news, okay? That's the truth. Put on my favorite podcasts, you know? Listen to something that just empowers and builds you up. And what I'm saying is that when you're done with this, and in your little nest of a home, you paint something like this, and you go to the dollar store and you get yourself a chunky monkey candle, okay? One of those chunkier, heavier candles, and you put that in here. Is that not gorgeous? Like, that's beautiful. So this one's called Gray Moth, and it would just look beautiful, you know, on an end table. So I'm going to be selling the decor. I picked up a lot of decor, and anything that hasn't sold, well, it's game on now, right? How does Matt feel about living in Newfoundland? He's cool with it. It's just such a different place. He enjoys it as well. We also, like this time when we went up, we did some rock hounding. And, you know, going back in the last 7 years, does anybody else feel like they're not even the same person? Like, it just, the last 7 years, you just look back and you're like, wow, never doing that again. Or learned a lot. Will not be doing that again. You know, just like a different version of yourself. Like I was saying the other night, by the way, as I keep going here, this one's called Enchanted Forest. So this is a green and a magical green. Are you ready? And this is the gorgeous green right here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? This is going to be so good. This is also a ceramic one. So it's going to look really nice painted. But these are the colors. So we have the Gray Moth so far that I've showed you. You're going to see if you missed any spots. Gray Moth, this is the Starflower, the Wild Iris, and the Lunar Eclipse right here. This one is the Enchanted Forest. Let's bring it to life. But yeah, we're at the last 7 years, like we picked up some new hobbies that we really enjoy leaning into. One of them being, for example, mining, harvesting crystals, just enjoying rocks and minerals. And we went home this summer and, you know, like we panned for gold, you know. We're out there, you know, doing fun stuff like that. And when you're out there standing in a cold brook or a creek, whatever you want to call it, you know, the river, and yeah, you're just having a good time, you know, like that is amazing. The dragonflies are coming down and whizzing around you, and you got your feet in cold water, just having a good time, and all you can hear is just beautiful nature around you. Like that's the stuff we love to do. So Matt's a very outdoorsy person as well. So when, to answer your question, so yeah, by the way, I forgot, I gotta do some distressing. We love that. Paula says, I was waiting for the green. Beautiful color. Thank you. This one's called Enchanted Forest. It makes everything very magical. That's why in the evenings, like you see me post videos, we're always on the go. In terms of like being out in nature. It's less people-y there. when you do work and you are in a shop, that's why I tell people, like, you know, when we are the type of people that when we're off of work, we spend time together, and we usually go on a hike in the forest. We're out looking for Uper lights. We're out taking a trail that we've never taken before. So Newfoundland, of course, is the outdoor person's dream. And like this time, he got to go out cod fishing. He saw a big great white shark, by the way. Ask him about that. Next time we get him on, we'll have to have him talk about that. And, you know, we went trouting. So there's just so much to do. We went to mining towns and just hunted really cool rock specimens. It's nonstop, right? Whatever you want to do. So for that reason, it's where I'm from, but it's like a vacation. It's like a vacation. You go home now and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so nice. When you're home, you're so unplugged, and you are just in a place where you don't even, you're just, for a moment in time, it's like you have the most fuzzy earmuffs on, and things just are so quiet and calm. That's why I say I did not realize until I went home how much I've been really working way too hard. So here I am. Look at that. Yep, great white shark. Isn't that pretty? So this is just an old piece. It had some gold onto it, and I think some white, maybe some brown. Hasn't sold, so guess what? Sonia's painting it. So here it is with the enchanted forest. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and put a seal onto it so you can really see. It protects it, but also you can really see the paint. So if you're just joining me, we have 6 new colors of Junk Monkey paint. We did limited batches just to test to see if there's any interest in the Junk Monkey coming back. So tonight you will see our very own Monkey Shine launch. 6 colors, and these are the colors that I'm showing you. Here you'll also see my favorite waxes added, and like this would be gorgeous with some wax, but for right now I got to take pictures when I get off of here, so for the listings tonight, and so I don't want to put too much onto it to hide the color or to distract the color. We're just gonna take pictures of it. But how pretty is that? Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I can't look at it. It's so gorgeous. But yeah, great white shark back home, absolutely. Matt saw the mega moose. If he was here, I'd be like, tell him, babe, you saw the great white shark and then you saw the mega moose. We saw this most amazing giant moose while we were trouting, and he was so big you could actually see him across the way. I should post that picture for you guys. If you want me to post it, let me know. Facebook will be like, what does this girl do? Sometimes she posts pictures of paint. Sometimes it's like pictures of moose. Like, we don't know. We don't know what she is. Okay, so now I'm just buffing it off. As we say, Jimmy Buffett, back in town. So yeah, you guys have any projects that you want to do? Got something picked out? Are you eyeballing up something like, yes, I could paint you? How pretty is that? I love it. Look at that. Gray moth. This is the enchanted forest. Starflower, purple iris, lunar eclipse. All right, who was the last one? Yes, we all know you. You're the classic. The raven wing, right? It's got ravens all over here. And this is the classic black. So I'll show you. I painted this guy. He's another ceramic one. And yeah, let me take the spicy sand pad. So pretty. You know, this was all gold, and you would have never seen this before, but look, it even has like a little baby fleur-de-lis onto it. Is that not pretty? I love it. So yeah, it's so fun. It is so fun. I'm happy to get back into my painting again. So I'll be painting daily, just doing stuff like this, finishing it up, and putting it on my shop floor. And then as I make different colors, my hope is that you guys will want colors. So I won't just be sitting here with a giant bucket of paint, but I'll be able to take some out for myself, share the rest with you guys, and we can keep painting all kinds of colors. Like when you think of fall, you know, what do you think of for some really cool colors? Come up close. Let me come up close. How much do I want to show? There we go. Sandy says she's so excited. I have leftovers from some time ago. Yeah, I bet you do. I haven't painted in a while, but ready for a project. I'm telling you. It's my new lease on life. It is my new lease on life. I'm just over here painting and, you know, in my own little bubble. You can paint for yourself, make your home beautiful. You can paint for other people. I've already had somebody just already come into the shop and ask Matt if I would be open to painting a dining room set. It's amazing. Like once you start, like, you know, just you start to radiate that, and people see the cool flips that you can do. So you can do this. If you want to make some extra money, that's what I'm doing. Seriously, if you don't want to pick up an extra job, go get yourself some like pieces on the side of the road. Go thrift and find some stuff, and just flip your money. You know, that's what I'm doing. Look at that. That's right. Island home, here I come. Oh my gosh. Look at this, friends. So this is Raven Wing. For those of you who are the OG, give me a hashtag banana bunch if you are in the house and you know when I say black velvet is the OG color name of this. So it'll be like a little thing of the past. Oh my gosh, I love it. Tracy says a rust color would be good for fall. I agree. You know, I found, like I saw some colors that I really, really like, and they're almost like a copper spicy. I'm like, I think I can do my own version. But between like a copper and a spice carrot, I don't know. You have to see it. You'll have to see it. But look how saturated that color is. She's so beautiful. She's marvelous. Christy says, hashtag banana bunch. Oh my gosh. You know how I posted the other night, like, reflections while I'm painting a mirror with reflections. The idea just how people know you of different seasons of your life. Hashtag banana bunch. If you were there, you were there. Pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I love this. I do. This is so enjoyable. Like whether you were here or not, this is just what I'd be doing. I love this. So when you do a buff, so the cloths will go up tonight as well. But I just use that shabby chip brush. It's got the natural bristle that will put the monkey shine right on. You don't have to break the bank. And, you know, now she's ready to go. So you basically buff. Typically you go in circles. I tend to go all over just to begin to wipe it off. And then you can go over it again in a little circle for the area. So it just feels nice and dry to the touch. But it gives it a beautiful beeswax oil finish, especially if you have wood. Even if you don't want to, if you have something that you don't want to paint, you just want to just kind of hydrate. Wood gets thirsty. Boom, boom. Look at that. The texture, she's gorgeous. Friends, look at that. We just knocked that out. I love it. I love it. Okay, so here they are together. Do you have a favorite or do you love them all? So this is the Lunar Eclipse. Wild Iris. You know, this is going to be so nice on with the waxes, though, when you start to do furniture. Right here, Enchanted Forest, Starflower, and our beautiful Gray Moth. And two classic colors right here. This will be really good with a black wax. One of the waxes I have is called Black, what's it called? Black Gold. Let me try to find it right here. This will be a good one. And so you can see the difference between, like, this is a vintage gold right here. Do you see how yellow and warm that is? Seriously, look at my nails. I don't even paint them anymore because I'm constantly every day sanding. I'm sure people are like, I always have to say, oh, don't mind me, I'm a painter, okay? But yeah, let me help you with your bracelet where you can look at my gnarly fingers and be like, do you even wash your fingers? It's just this. But you can see the vintage, you know, why not? Just let them wonder. You don't have to explain yourself. But yeah, vintage gold. And then this right here, do you see this, how it's a blackened gold? if you can see it, like it's a really, really black and gold. It's so pretty. It's not as yellow as this. It's got, this reminds me almost like a brass color. And so if you take like a dark gold and you put on this really cool gray moth color, it's gonna look so good. I'm not gonna do that today because I'm gonna go take pictures right now to get them ready to go up online. And like I said, I just don't wanna put too much over the pink color because I want people to be able to see it. So, yay. Thank you for hanging out with me. These are all my babies. I'd like to introduce you to everybody right here. This is what I'm gonna be painting with here for the next little bit, and then we'll flip it up. Maybe next week I'll add in some new colors. But curious to see how the paint does tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. JunkMonkeyPaint.com will get you there, take you to my Etsy, and then we'll know what we need to do for next steps. You know, go deeper on those colors, bring back colors. Did every color get some love? Was there some colors that were loved more than others? You know, just that sort of thing to figure out. And so, like I said, work smarter, not harder. And that's the beauty of when you make your own paint in-house, that you can do small batches, you can test them, you can see how they transport in a new vessel, and see how people love them and kind of know what you need to do. Jana says, all of them are super. Thank you. All the babies, I love them all. I really do. Now I'm going to go take them out and go ahead and take pictures of them and transport them back. But yep, so the stork is ready to go ahead and transport all the babies. All the babies. Bring that back. There we go. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love it a lot. And you, I'm going to have to carry you because you could be a weapon. You are a very heavy, heavy, heavy piece. But yeah, cool. So 7 o'clock tonight, if you're interested. And then, yeah, always, I'll read the comments. Let me know if you guys have any sort of love for some different general ideas of colors out there. Like to say, yeah, I want a teal. I'm hoping you'll say you want a teal because I love teal. Can you tell? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a teal color like this here. I think that'd be so fun. I have a bunch of colors, but this is the start. And so just want to say thank you guys for your support so far. We'll see where this goes. This is just the beginning. Like I said, a whole new life. All right, you guys take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.